Then again, I wanted to also make light of the fact that I saw fish, fishy, 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 fishy. Things are a lot fishy because I heard a lot of people want to vote for Mickey Mouse at this point. I heard one person want to vote for Nero. Why vote for president when everything's awry like it is? Hell, I'm going to do a presidential video probably in the next few days. My birthday's coming up, why not? Can't hurt, I have nothing to lose. Anyways, I have no shame in my game. But anyways, moving forward, I wanted to say I know my smartphone is a piece of shit. Can't really upload in an efficient manner, and it runs out too quick. And of course, I have a camera, which I haven't used in umpteen ages. I wanted to touch on the topic of showers. Budweiser. For the past few days, I've been taking cold showers, as cold as I could get the shower to get. At first, you have to control your breathing, and it's not easy, but I've disciplined and I put myself in there, because if Goldberg could take all those sparks and fire flying at him, I know I could handle a cold shower, for crying out loud, for Pete's sake. So I did. I jumped in the shower, I put it on cold, because supposedly, apparently, they say that in the medical world, they say that cold showers equates or is equivalent to good health. It yields good health, such as lowering your blood pressure and opening up your blood circulation in your body, even losing some weight, decreasing depression in people. I mean, that's what they claim. And there's like 4 or 5 other health benefits associated with taking cold showers, especially for men, not so much for women. But today, as of today, before in my last video, I was talking about some dictionary words, some fancy words, which I'm not book savvy. I'm not a bookworm. So I was looking up stuff, and it's kind of interesting because I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about taking cold showers anymore because I like heat. I'm going to keep it hot. I'm going to keep it hot in the shower. As a matter of fact, that said, I'm going to go ahead and pitch my dictionary list, because when do you, they put you in school, half the stuff you learn in school, or over half the stuff, is not even relevant to the real world, and you're not going to really use it in society, so why learn that stuff? It's a waste of your time and the teacher's time, and then you're forced, on top of that, you have to go to school, or the parents face legal consequences. You're going to school against your own will. Exploitation of students from such grade X till you graduate. I think that's malarkey. I think that it's awful and repulsive. It makes no total sense. It's nonsense. I don't know. It just irritates me. It perturbs me thinking about it, and I don't like thinking about that because it reminds me of being in socialism or in communism. To have a state tell you when your kid, what time your kid goes to school, what your kid studies, and when he's going to be released, and he has to do that for the next 10 years of his, like 10 or 9 years of his life. I don't think that's right. I think a parent should have the authority and the, I think a parent should have the, what's the word? A parent should have the option, or I don't know the right word. I don't know. I just believe a child should, you learn your alphabet, learn how to do critical thinking, basic arithmetic, and how to get along and conduct and structure a sentence and crap like that. And a child will turn out all right. School is a waste. I was bullied so bad in school, and it didn't get me nowhere. Even in college, now I owe college a shit ton of money. It's like, what the fuck? What's the use? And I realize the purpose they're trying to do that, is so kids don't have to go in the workforce. I get that. And it all started in Massachusetts. Compulsory education and truancy laws. I understand all that, to a point, but I'm disagree. I can understand things, but it doesn't mean I have to agree. Yeah, another long video. I like to speak my mind, even if it's politics or anything. Even those little dinky stickers they give you, that's a requirement. It's a requirement, mandatory, that you put those things on each year on the back of your license plate for $50. That's crooked. It's backhanded. It's highway robbery. It's just nonsense. It's like they're taking advantage of the society, and they want it like that. They're setting it up. I mean, because the whole system is crooked. We live in a crooked society. I mean, face it, like it or not, we do. I mean, there's a lot of other shit. I mean, there's a lot of other problems, and the thing that really irritates me the worst, a lot of us realize things, but we don't fix things. We don't solve things. We don't take action. We just are passive and obedient. We just let things. Oh, I'm just a robot to the system. That's not acceptable. That's irritating. It's just, and that's why there's so much depression in the world and so many people doing stupid things and being ignorant and being greedy, and there's why crime is the way it is. I mean, think about it. There isn't. It should be a more balanced system that we have. People go to work, people make money, people contribute to capitalism and all that stuff and progressivism. I think that's the word, but it's just at the same point I get that, and I understand that we have to have a commerce and a society and everything so we could buy and get things we want because nothing is free. But when you think about it, you get penalized for a ticket, right? Okay, say you get a speeding ticket, for example, okay? You get a ticket, right? You have to pay that ticket, right? If you don't, then there's going to be some ramifications and some consequences are going to penalize. Right. So in order to pay off your wrongdoing or your fault or your misdeed or your ill behavior, ill manners, you're going to have to figure out a way to come up with the money to pay that ticket, right? So what's it take to pay that ticket, right? Well, the number one thing we think about is work, right? Well, work is like punishment. Work is like jail. So when you think about school and the same thing, school is almost the same thing. It's compulsory education. We're being held against our own will. Kids are being exploited to go to school against their own will because they're forced to by state law. And the Supreme Court's the only thing that can change it. I don't know. But I think that it should be an optional thing. I think parents should bring up their kids in an orderly fashion. And that would exclude the need for a school. Because I hated school. I went to private school all my life. I have nothing but miserable memories. School got me nowhere. I mean, even college. It was the pit. Nothing but heartache and sorrow. And I still owe money to this day. I'll be 40 soon. Well, what's it get you? What is it? I mean, it works for some people. The select few, I guess. The select lucky portion of people, or humanity, human race. I don't know. I guess it works for some people, but all in all, it doesn't work. We don't attain what we learn, and we can't use what we learn and then apply it in the real world society and to get a good job. I know they want us to become part of society. Become robots. I'd rather live off the grid in a way, be a nomad or almost like a cowboy. I don't know, or even move to Scandinavia. I don't know. I think there's better ways, but I noticed all across the country, even in America, the law, different certain ages, you're required to go to school, but it just irritates me, the whole concept. What's your opinion on this? Because it's sort of like communism in a way, if you think about it, like being forced to have to go to public school. It's just nonsense. It just irritates me. Cheers. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Cheers to you and all my other fans. That's all for me tonight. I'm ready to watch them All in the Family.